Barbara Lobachek, and this is my persuasive speech on the revoking of seniors' licenses. Boom, which signifies the sound of a car crash caused by an elderly man. April 4th, 2012 was the day my car was totaled by the force of a rear-end hit due to the visual impairment of an 82-year-old man. Every day, car accidents are occurring due to elderly people and their lack of consciousness. I believe seniors at the age of 80 years old should have their licenses revoked. Have you ever been driving and noticed a car traveling 15 miles an hour under the speed limit, or at a current standpoint at a traffic signal and watched vehicles proceeding through the red light? Most of those reckless driving acts are vehicles that pertain to a senior citizen behind the wheel. Today I will explain problems that are particularly relevant to you and explain that each of you who are before me today have personal needs to take action regarding this topic. I will display solutions that myself and you as my audience can take hold of to prevent future damages. I will implement my solution. It will take care of the current problem our country as a whole witnesses every day. Along with if I don't implement my solution, car accidents because of the lack of elderly's capability will continue to happen. I will introduce this topic by explaining why these problems are relevant to you. As people age, one of the most dramatic physical changes is vision decline. What enables us as human beings to see is light reception, but as one ages, their eyes become more sensitive to light, which in turn leads to slower reaction time while viewing one object and then the next, such as checking the rate of speed and reverting one's eyes back to the vehicle in front of you. According to the Discovery Fit and Health, someone who is 55 takes 8 times longer to regain normal vision after exposure to bright light than somebody who's 16. But each human being ages at different standards. Some drivers are as safe as at 80 as they were at 40, while others probably should give up driving at 65. Driving is a complex task and involves many systems, both physical and mental, stated again by the Discovery Fit and Health. The second most important sense any person behind the wheel of a vehicle should have up to par is their hearing. This is strongly affected by the aging process. Pertaining to how stuff works, ears pick up all sounds around you and then translate this information into a form your brain can understand. Hearing is a strong attribute while driving because it allows us to pick up police or ambulance sirens as well as honking of horns from others on the road. The Discovery Fit and Health says 33% of people over the age of 65 have some degree of hearing loss. Over the age of 75, that number goes up to 75%. As well as being aware of the problems elderly driving causes, there are solutions to every problem. The primary concern of individuals like myself wanting to disperse of this problem completely, as well as potential joiners like yourself, are the ways the problem can be solved. According to Wikipedia, a town hall meeting is an American term given to an informal public meeting, function, or event. Every town hosts hall meetings to bring about problems, as well as the suggestions of these problems. These town hall meetings are typically open to everybody in a town community and held at the local municipal building. Attendees generally voice their opinions and ask questions of the public figures, elected officials, and political candidates at the town hall, stated by Wikipedia. After opinions have been expressed in a town hall meeting, one can take a stand to create a petition. A petition is a request to do something most commonly addressed to a governmental official or public entity, stated by Wikipedia. These documents are signed by numerous individuals and addressed to an official. It is your job as a petitioner to get the document to the target. This can begin within the city one lives in. The signed document can be presented to the head of city council. If he or she grants the petition, then a law shall be passed within the city. Actions must take place in regard to the solutions. These don't take place until one is willing. Why should this problem be implemented? It's a damaging everyday occurrence to you and the future. According to the Los Angeles Times, an 89-year-old man named George Weller charged with manslaughter in 2003. George Russell Weller told police he had no idea how the car he was driving accelerated through a crowded farmer's market. While Weller was incompetent of his own actions, he was unaware of the accident he caused. Also, according to the Los Angeles Times, Weller said within an hour of the incident, he know how his car came to a stop after leaving nearly 1,000 feet of carnage, 10 people dead, and more than 60 injuries in its wake. If the younger individuals like myself don't fathom this idea, which is the revoking of seniors' licenses, then how will it benefit our future? If we don't implement this societal damage, then accidents known as mistakes caused by the elderly will continue to happen. Elders get a slap on the wrist for damages they've caused because they're too old to be punished. The loss of their senses causes them to lose their care as a whole, especially driving. They could potentially feel like they've lived their life already, which then entails their lack of vital consciousness to the road. This could potentially damage the younger ones who haven't gotten to live their lives to the fullest. If there aren't substantial consequences, then a car accident can still happen. The process of the revoking of an elderly's license may take years from this current moment, but positive results won't be shown without support throughout the whole community. Today, I spoke about the problems elderly driving occurs, along with its relevance to you. As my audience, I hope I brought to your attention an everyday problem that is becoming detrimental more every day. I hope that you all continue to aware others of this topic, along with writing letters to governmental officials expressing the opinions you feel to better our societal problem. The day my car was totaled was the most devastating day of my life because of an elderly man who ultimately shouldn't have been operating the heavy machinery. I wish that none of you have ever or won't ever experience the dilemma I had to endeavor. Everyday car accidents are occurring due to elderly people and their lack of consciousness. I truly believe seniors at the age of 80 years old should have their licenses revoked, and the only way this will happen is through the help of younger, conscious individuals like yourselves. Thank you.